Bro, that's what it's all about, bro. We hunt like wild dogs. Let's get it. Gang on me, gang on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Was the Las Vegas Raiders game against the Tennessee Titans on Sunday the fireball? After the Raiders won 20-10, the Titans fired head coach Brian Callahan. Both teams went into the game 1-4, so I can't help but wonder if the Raiders would have fired Pete Carroll if they lost to the Titans. They looked horrible against the Indianapolis Colts in Week 5 and had a 4-game losing streak going, so that's a legitimate question. However, they'll never get the answer to that question now because the Raiders just snapped a 4-game losing streak. It was only the Titans who just might be the worst team in the NFL despite the New York Jets not having a win yet this season. A win is a doggone win though. You'll take it, I'll take it, and the Raiders themselves will take it. 2-4 looks much better than 1-5, plus losing to some fleas like the Titans would have been devastating to the Raiders and their hopes. Not that their hopes have been that high since the losing streak. We learned a little something about the Raiders from this game though. For one, they're bad, but they're not that bad. Here's a little something we learned about the Raiders from this game though. Tight end Brock Bowers is the man on that Raider offense, and fellow tight end Michael Mayer is very important to that offense too. As much as we see they're still missing with Bowers out, we see what they got back with having Mayer back. He went over the middle and moved the chains and was a valued red zone weapon. As you know, the Raiders have been having a lot of trouble lately on 3rd down and in the red zone. On the day, he had 5 catches for 50 yards on 7 targets. I understand it's one win against the worst team in the league, but it's a big difference having Mayer in there, especially when you don't have Bowers available. I understand Mayer can't do everything Bowers can do, but his work going over the middle to convert on 3rd downs and in the red zone was big. His contribution in line blocking was big too. Bowers is more of a move tight end. I think Bowers is going to be out next week too, so that's going to hurt, but it's going to help having Mayer in there. Offensive coordinator Chip Kelly's been saying since the offseason that Mayer's the number 1 tight end. Hopefully he can continue to show that while Bowers is out. Listen, y'all, since Jakobi Meyers wants to get traded, the Raiders should go ahead and trade him and give Trey Tucker a bigger portion of the load. He's earned it. He's been getting open while quarterback Geno Smith's been throwing interceptions while forcing it into Meyers. Meyers leads the league in interceptions by a quarterback when targeted with 4. Tucker averages almost a full yard more of separation per route run than Meyers. I obviously don't know how much money Meyers is asking for, but the fact that he asked for a trade tells me that he and Raider management are far apart. The Raiders are in rebuild mode too, so they might as well see what they can get for him. Could they get the 3rd round pick back they wasted for Smith? Well, whatever they can get for him, the Raiders need to hurry up because it's going to go down because he's not producing at the level that he did last year. All this while Tucker's showing he's a potential star, getting better darn near every time we see him. He led the Raiders in receiving yesterday with 70 yards on 5 catches. He's leading the Raiders in receiving yards for the season too. Imagine if they threw him the ball more. Alright, we all already know that the Geno Smith experiment isn't working. Well, guess what? It's worse than you think. Alright, maybe not worse than you thought because you already thought it was pretty horrible, but it's really bad. Okay, let me go ahead and detail for you how bad it is. Smith was a game manager only against the 22nd ranked total defense in the NFL. He was 17 of 23 for 176 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He only threw 1 pass 10 yards or more and none 20 yards or more. It's been 9 years since such a thing has happened with Smith. He only threw 23 passes on the day. So if you only throw that many passes and they're all short, what does that tell you? They don't trust you. I don't blame him because he still threw an interception in the game, but that's a problem. Something wrong with your quarterback if he can't throw for over 200 yards against a defense that bad. You might as well have Kenny Pickett go in there and do that. You might as well have your rookie go in there and do that, which is why they'll be drafting one next spring. I'd rather have Jackson Powers Johnson in center, but I'm not going to keep on going with that because he's doing really well at guard now. The Raiders need to find someone to compete with or take the place of Jordan Meredith at center though. His snaps are getting better though. Yay! The blocking though? Ugh. He gave up a sack yesterday, so his pass blocking is still bad. His run blocking isn't very good either. You can't run the ball up the middle with him at the point of attack at center very much. Well, Ginty makes a lot of guys miss and breaks a lot of tackles, so he gives you a puncher's chance to get that first down. A lesser back than Ginty isn't going to pick up that first down, and Geno Smith on a quarterback sneak, oh man, he can forget it. I don't know what the numbers are on that, but it seems like every time Smith tries a quarterback sneak, he gets stopped. The center has to get some push on that play, and too often Meredith doesn't. As a matter of fact, he gets pushed back too much. The Raiders need to do something about that because too many games are won and lost in short yardage. The Raider defense is actually pretty good when they are not stuck on the field too long. They dominated Sunday. Well, they were supposed to dominate that team on Sunday, but at least they did. The offense sure didn't. Again, the defense isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. They have one major weakness. That's corner Kyu Blu Kelly. Every time the offense needs something in the passing game, they go his way. I'm trying to understand this though, because rookie Darian Porter played well in Eric Stokes' stead, and Kelly hasn't been playing well. Not at all. He's given up a completion percentage of 72.7%, and he's leading the league with 396 yards given up. He's well on his way to giving up 1,000 yards receiving into his coverage this year. He's given up a passer rating of 122.8 into his coverage too. He's given up a catch of 20 yards or more in every game too. He gave up catches on 4 out of his 6 targets yesterday. Opposing teams even pick on Kelly when Porter's in there with him. That shows you who should be playing. We didn't learn anything about Max Crosby Sunday. There's nothing new about him. I have to mention him though. He had 3 tackles, 2 for loss, 6 pressures, a quarterback hit, and 2 sacks. With all the double and triple teams he gets, he still got down like that. We well know about running back Ashton Ginty too, right? He ran tough in there yesterday. He ran for 75 tough yards and a touchdown. He picked up a key 4th and 1 in the game too. I don't think they win this game without Crosby, Ginty, Tucker, and the return of Michael Mayer. Thank you for watching. See you next time.